Oh no! Hey, boy, grab me the extension cord, would ya?
Sure thing, Dad.
Not again. Introducing Suparee. What's going on YouTube? Das Lamas here. I got another really cool product I've been looking at for a while from Suparee. My wife's JKU Wrangler actually came with some guards for the door sills, like the part that's on the bottom side of the door. And my 2021 JT Gladiator, it didn't come with those. And at first I didn't think it bothered me very much, but I started seeing some people posting online regarding, you know, scratching and paint wearing out on those areas when they're dragging their feet in and out. I get it. It's, if you're careful climbing it out, it's not a big deal, but just for the peace of mind, I started looking into different products that that I could put in there for a door sill protector, and I was looking for something that looked OEM and something that was going to be durable and something that was going to you know, stay well. You know, I want to be able to set it on there and forget it. Came across these from Suparee. Let me show you really quick. So got these off of Amazon. So arrives in a box like this. We have part number SP-JK1179. These will actually fit the JL and JT Jeeps. This one, again, is from Suparee. And what I really liked about this is it's a rubber material, and it's actually on there printed since 1941. And, you know, the pattern and everything like that looks, you know, looks very OEM. So let me go over here and kind of mock it up for you guys really quick so you can take a look, and we'll get this installed here. So this is the area that I was kind of talking about. A lot of people are starting to get some paint wear across the sides right here. Forgive me, it's dirty. I do drive the Jeep off-road, so this is kind of like the sand and grit and everything like that gets stuck to your shoes. And when you climb out, it'll scratch. And I do have a few like actual scratches in there, but the thought is to protect this. This is basically what it looks like when it's mocked up. So front here, these ones that go in the front, they do have this little knob that's sticking up, and that's going to go over that bolt. So just line it up with that, and these will sit right in there just like that. So it does look very just OEM. It doesn't stand out like anything kind of, you know, race-inspired cosmetics, for those of you that are familiar with that term. You know, I used to be a Honda guy. So, actually goes on there pretty well. I don't have it attached yet, but the door does open and close without it getting caught. It is held on with some double-sided tape. I did prep all these surfaces already with some alcohol, so I wiped them down. That way I knew that there was no oils or wax or anything like that that's on there. But let me get the camera set down, and we'll get this front one installed, we'll get the back one installed, and then we'll kind of take a look here. So again, I've already prepped the surface. I am going to take the piece that actually has this little nub, that way it clears this bolt right here, and I'm just going to peel off this double stick tape that's already on there, and I am going to just basically line it up with that nub, and we are going to give it some good firm pressure to hold it down. So let me get this peeled off here really quickly. So peeling this off, it is really sticky. It is kind of like a foam, you know, not super thick, but it's a foam adhesive, 3M type, 3M style double stick tape. It doesn't have 3M printed on it. And then you'll also see it's upside down right here. It is also printed with an L, so you know this is the left-hand side. Now I'm going to try and place this as best as I can without sliding it, because again, this tape's going to grab on very, very quickly. And I'm going to make sure it is all the way up against the lip of the Jeep. Get that pressed on, and then get us pressed on down on the bottom here. And just like that, it's installed. So onto the back one here. I didn't really see a difference between the two pieces for the passenger side and the driver side. Here you see this one has an R, and that's going to be the only way. Sorry, I had the other one tossed in there. And an L, that's going to be the only way you're going to be able to tell the differences of the two rear pieces. I mean, if you look very closely, this pattern goes towards the lip, a little bit towards the front, and then tapers down in the back. But you got to watch for the L right there. So again, I've already prepped this with some rubbing alcohol, so that's all cleaned off there. And this is just going to sit back here in this position like that. And again, it's not adhesive, the adhesive isn't peeled off yet, but you can see it's not getting caught or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this peeled off real quick, and then we'll get it mounted here. Just a little pro tip here: peel this one on this end first, then this one, then this one. It's a little harder to get these smaller ones, so if you start out here, you're gonna have a little bit easier time working on that. Okay, I got it all peeled off. We're gonna position this. This is kind of a level spot right through here, and then we're just gonna do our best to kind of position it where we kind of want it. When I mocked it up before, I had kind of a little bit of a reference about where I wanted to place this. So I'm going to put this in first by pressing this top adhesive down. We're going to go next by pressing the adhesive on this side. Press that in, and once we get the top and the side in, we will then press the bottom down. I'll give you guys an up-close shot of all these so you can actually see fitment. You know, as anything that is molded, that is aftermarket, it's not going to be 100% perfect, but we are going to look for, you know, something that's not going to be in our way. So there we go. We got that one in. Alrighty, here, looking at the front, there's just a little bit of an opening right there. It's not perfect, but that is just enough maybe to get your nail under, and it's smooth all the way down there. On the top here, it does come away from the body just a little bit on the end there, but it is following the body all the way through from front to back. That's where that nut is for the seam of the body panels. All the way through there. We got the 1941 logo. And then that's the fitment of the front. It does have a little bit of a gap there where that bolt is, which is unavoidable, but there's the front. The rear, there's the seam right across the top. It follows the body. That's the interior trim, the gap between the body and the interior trim. So it actually follows that body line really well right through there. There is no 1941 logo here. It's just a smaller piece. And I feel that they could have changed this up a little bit to where it didn't have as much of a lip right there, but that is not terrible. And then the fitment along the bottom there as well. And then those should hold up just fine. You know, if you don't trust the tape that it came with, you can always just go out and buy some 3M tape, Gorilla tape, or anything like that and replace those. But, you know, I do have two young ones. They're always trashing the back of the Jeep here, and that's just going to help a little bit with some of the wear and tear. So, as you can see, there are some scrapes and stuff like that from the kids there. So I probably should have gotten this a long time ago. Not anything that is going to be majorly appearance changing for the vehicle, but it is going to be just kind of peace of mind to keep that from just getting scraped up. Offer a little bit of rubber grip. This is a very rubber feeling material. It is not plastic feeling. It is a very rubber grippy type material. Let's see if you can hear. Yeah, it's squeaking before when I was running my fingers on it. But yeah, it's it's a rubber material, so it's not a cheap plastic. It's same as the WeatherTech floor mats. It feels about the same material as that. Anyways, guys, kind of a goofy video. I mean, it's a very simple modification. It took me forever to just order these. I really should have just gotten them from day one. That way I prevented any sort of hairline scratches or anything. I get it, it's a Jeep, it's going to get scratched, but hey, a cheap little installation like this just to protect your investment that much more, I think it's worth it. Again, I know there's a lot of people out there that have actually completely rubbed the paint off because they, whatever medical conditions, they're not able to lift their foot up and it drags across it. I think this is going to be a great solution. I still got to edit the other videos, but I have installed a few other modifications on the Gladiator. Those videos will be up on the channel here soon. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but just keep an eye out for those. And we got some other goodies going on the Gladiator here really soon. We're about 3 weeks out from our Moab trip, so just kind of finalizing the basics of the Gladiator to take to Moab while still on a stock lift, just to see how it does. Stock lift, 35-inch tires, but we'll see how it does. Hit a few trails out there, and hey, if we need to put a lift on this thing and upgrade a little bit more, let's do it. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate those of you that have stayed to with the video all the way to this point. Toss me a like, a subscribe, just tickle that like button. It takes you a quick second, and it really helps with the algorithms, helps me continue making some content and getting some of these things on. Been doing a lot of videos on some really expensive modifications like the entire Metal Cloak Game Changer. We still do have some Metal Cloak things coming on. A lot of little gold pieces, little accents in here from Metal Cloak on this Jeep as well. But I want to see if I can throw in some of these more affordable, the under $100, under $50 type modifications that you guys might be interested in. Just little quality of life modifications here. Anyways, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the video. And again, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you.